Zhang Fei rode swiftly to the pass, but arrows and stones rained down like hail, making it impossible to enter, so he had to retreat. The allied warlords all congratulated Liu Bei, Guan Yu, and Zhang Fei on their success and sent a messenger to Yuan Shao's camp to report the victory. Yuan Shao then ordered Sun Jian to advance. Sun Jian, along with Cheng Pu and Huang Gai, went to meet Yuan Shu in his camp. Drawing a line on the ground with his staff, he furiously said, "I had no personal grudge against Dong Zhuo. Yet here I am risking my life on the battlefield, doing this both for the nation and for your family's sake. But you, General, listened to slander and failed to send provisions, leading to my defeat. How can you live with that?" Yuan Shu was terrified and quickly ordered the execution of the slanderous official to appease Sun Jian. Suddenly, someone reported to Sun Jian that a general had arrived on horseback at the gate and requested an audience. Sun Jian took leave of Yuan Shu and returned to his own camp to question the visitor, who turned out to be Li Ju, a favored general of Dong Zhuo. "Why are you here?" asked Sun Jian. Li Ju replied, "The chancellor respects you deeply and specially sent me to propose a marriage alliance. He wishes to marry his daughter to your son." Enraged, Sun Jian roared, "Dong Zhuo defies heaven and overthrows the imperial house. I wish to wipe out his entire clan to answer the call of justice. How could I possibly marry into a traitor's family? I'll spare your life, but you'd better flee. Surrender the pass immediately, and maybe you'll live. Delay, and you'll be crushed to pieces." Li Ju, clutching his head, fled in panic and reported Sun Jian's response to Dong Zhuo, who flew into a rage and sought counsel from Li Ru. Li Ru said, "Lu Bu's recent defeat has demoralized the troops. Now is the perfect time to return to Luoyang and relocate the emperor to Chang'an, in accordance with the prophecies sung by children in the streets. One Han in the west, one Han in the east. Only when the deer runs to Chang'an will the chaos cease." I believe this refers to the Western Han founded by Emperor Gaozu in Chang'an, which lasted 12 emperors, and the Eastern Han founded by Emperor Guangwu in Luoyang, also spanning 12 emperors. The heavenly mandate now calls for a return to Chang'an to restore order. Dong Zhuo was delighted. "Had you not explained this, I would never have realized it." That very night, he led Lu Bu back to Luoyang to begin preparations for the relocation. He gathered civil and military officials and declared, "The Eastern Han has ruled from Luoyang for over 200 years, and its fortune is now spent. I observe that Chang'an is where prosperity lies. I intend to escort His Majesty there. Everyone, make preparations." Minister Yang Biao objected. "The Guangzhou region has long been ravaged by war and is in ruins. To abandon the ancestral temples and imperial tombs without cause may panic the people. Stirring the empire is easy, pacifying it is hard. I urge you to reconsider." Dong Zhuo furiously retorted, "Are you trying to sabotage the plans of the state?" Grand Commandant Huang Wan also said, "Minister Yang speaks wisely. When Wang Mang usurped the throne and later during the chaos of Emperor Gengshi and the Red Eyebrow rebels, Chang'an was burned to ashes. The population has largely scattered. Less than 10% remains. How can we abandon our current palace for barren ruins?" Dong Zhuo replied, "The eastern provinces are in rebellion. Chang'an has natural defenses and is close to Longyu. Materials for building are readily available. A new palace can be constructed in less than a month. Do not speak further." Minister Sun Shuang also tried to advise him, but Dong Zhuo, enraged, dismissed Yang Biao, Huang Wan, and Sun Shuang from office and demoted them to commoners. As he was about to depart, Minister Zhou Bai and Gate Commander Wu Qiong intercepted his carriage to dissuade him from relocating the capital. Dong Zhuo became even more furious and said, I listened to you two before and appointed Yuan Shao. Now he has rebelled. Clearly, you are his accomplices. He immediately ordered the two executed outside the capital gate and decreed that the relocation would proceed the next day. Li Ru suggested, funds and supplies are scarce, but Luoyang has many wealthy households. We should confiscate their assets, kill all those associated with Yuan Shao, and seize their wealth. That will yield great riches. Dong Zhuo dispatched 5,000 cavalry to arrest the rich across Luoyang. Thousands of households were labeled with banners reading "traitorous ministers," and all were executed outside the city. Li Ju and Guosi herded millions of civilians west toward Chang'an, forcing them to march with soldiers. Many died along the way. Soldiers raped women and looted food. The cries of the people shook heaven and earth. Anyone who lagged behind was slaughtered by the 3,000 troops driving them forward. Before leaving, Dong Zhuo ordered fires set throughout the city, burning homes, temples, and palaces. Flames engulfed both northern and southern palaces. The Changlu Palace was reduced to ashes. Even worse, he ordered Lu Bu to dig up imperial tombs and seize buried treasures. Soldiers looted civilian graves as well. Dong Zhuo loaded thousands of carts with treasures and, taking the emperor and empresses as hostages, headed for Chang'an. At this time, Zhao Tsen, the general guarding the pass, saw that Dong Zhuo had abandoned Luoyang, so he surrendered the gate. Sun Jian's army was the first to enter Luoyang, followed by Liu Bei, Guan Yu, and Zhang Fei storming into Hulao Pass, with all the other warlords soon entering the city as well. Sun Jian galloped into Luoyang, seeing flames soaring into the sky and black smoke covering the earth. For hundreds of miles, there was no trace of people or livestock. He quickly dispatched troops to extinguish the fires and ordered the other warlords to station their forces in the surrounding fields. Cao Cao told Yuan Shao, "Now that Dong Zhuo has fled west, it's the perfect time to pursue him. Why are you holding back?" Yuan Shao replied, "The allied troops are exhausted. Advancing might do more harm than good." Cao Cao exclaimed, "Dong Zhuo has burned the palace, kidnapped the emperor. This is a pivotal moment when the heavens have turned against him. One decisive battle could settle the realm. Why the hesitation?" The others still refused to act rashly. Enraged, Cao Cao shouted, "You fools are unfit for strategy." He then led over 10,000 troops himself, along with Xiahou Dun, Xiahou Yuan, Chao Ruan, Chao Hong, and others, to pursue Dong Zhuo by night. Dong Zhuo reached Xingyang, where Prefect Su Rong came out to meet him. Li Ru advised laying an ambush in the mountain valleys outside Xingyang. If Cao Cao pursues, let them pass. Then strike them from behind after pretending defeat. That will prevent further pursuit. Dong Zhuo agreed and assigned Lu Bu to bring up the rear. As expected, Cao Cao's army caught up. Lu Bu had already set up formation. Cao Cao rode forth and shouted, "Traitor! You abducted the emperor and exiled the people. Where do you think you're going?" Lu Bu shot back, "You disloyal coward! Who are you to speak?" Xiahou Dun charged forth to duel Lu Bu, but could not match him. Then Li Ju attacked from the left, engaging Xiahou Yuan. Guosi attacked from the right, engaging Chao Ren. The triple assault overwhelmed Cao Cao's forces, who retreated toward Xingyang. At midnight, with the moon shining bright, Cao Cao gathered his remaining soldiers to cook. Suddenly, war cries rose from all sides. Su Rong's ambush had sprung. Cao Cao was struck by an arrow and fled, only to have his horse shot down. Two enemy soldiers captured him, but Chao Hong galloped up, killed the captors, and rescued Cao Cao. Cao Cao urged him to escape alone, but Chao Hong declared, "The world can do without me, but not without you." He carried Cao Cao to his horse and walked beside him. At dawn, they reached a large river, but the enemy was close behind. Chao Hong removed his armor, carried Cao Cao across the river, and evaded the arrows. After fleeing over 30 more miles, they finally rested at the foot of a hill, only to be pursued again by Su Rong's forces. Just then, Xiahou Dun and Xiahou Yuan arrived with a dozen riders. Su Rong, you will not harm our lord, Xiahou Dun shouted. He fought Su Rong and slew him in a few rounds, scattering the enemy. Sun Chaorun, Li Jian, and Eugene arrived, reuniting with Cao Cao and returning to Henei with just over 500 men. Meanwhile, Dong Zhuo entered Chang'an unopposed. The warlords remained stationed in Luoyang. After putting out the fires, Sun Jian set up camp inside the city and ordered the cleaning of palace ruins and reburial of disturbed imperial tombs. At the ancestral temple site, he built a small shrine with 3 rooms, where the spirits of past emperors were honored with a sacrifice. That night, under starlight and moonshine, Sun Jian sat with his sword beside him, gazing at the sky. The imperial star is dim. Treacherous ministers have ruined the realm. The capital lies in ruin, and the people suffer. He shed tears as he spoke. At that moment, a soldier reported strange light from a well south of the palace. They retrieved a female corpse in imperial attire. Though long dead, the body was uncorrupted. Around her neck was a brocade pouch, which held a jade seal. The seal was 4 inches square, with 5 dragons entwined as the handle. One corner was chipped and repaired with gold. Inscribed were 8 characters. By the mandate of heaven, may it be eternal and prosperous. Sun Jian was thrilled and asked Cheng Pu for advice. Cheng Pu said, "This is the imperial seal passed down from ancient times, originally found by Bian He at Mount Jing, presented to King Wen of Chu, later carved by Qin Shi Huang, and passed through dynasties. Now heaven has given it to you, my lord. You are destined for greatness." Sun Jian decided to feign illness the next day and returned to Jiangdong, warning his soldiers to keep it secret. However, one of his men, a native of Yuan Shao's homeland, betrayed him in hopes of promotion and secretly reported everything to Yuan Shao. Yuan Shao rewarded him and kept him in the army. The next day, Sun Jian bid farewell to Yuan Shao, saying he was ill and returning to Changsha. Yuan Shao smirked. "The illness is the imperial seal, isn't it?" Sun Jian's face turned pale as he denied it. Yuan Shao pressed, "What about the object from the well beneath the Jianzhong Palace?" Sun Jian swore to the heavens, "If I truly possess the seal and am hiding it, may I die by blade or arrow." The other lords believed his oath and said he likely did not have it. Yuan Shao ordered his soldier to testify, but Sun Jian drew his sword in rage to kill him. Yuan Shao also drew his blade. Yin Liang, Wen Chou, Cheng Pu, Huang Gai, Han Dang all drew weapons. The lords quickly intervened. Sun Jian mounted his horse and left Luoyang at once. Yuan Shao, furious, sent a secret letter that night to Liu Biao in Jingzhou, instructing him to intercept Sun Jian on the road. The next day, news arrived that Cao Cao had returned in defeat. Yuan Shao held a banquet to console him. During the feast, Cao Cao lamented, "I raised righteous troops to eliminate traitors, hoping that Lord Yuan would mobilize from Henei, while the others would guard strategic passes and the southern army would approach from Nanyang. Had we done so, we could have trapped Dong Zhuo. But now, hesitation has ruined our cause. I am deeply ashamed." No one could respond. Realizing everyone had their own agendas, Cao Cao led his troops to Yangzhou. Gong Sunzan told Liu Bei, Guan Yu, and Zhang Fei, "Yuan Shao is incompetent. We should withdraw as well." They left Luoyang, appointed Liu Bei as administrator of Pingyuan, and returned north to rebuild their forces. Meanwhile, Liu Dai, governor of Yanzhou, requested grain from Qiao Mao, the governor of Dong Commandery. When Qiao Mao refused, Liu Dai attacked, killed him, and took over his troops. Seeing the alliance fall apart, Yuan Shao also withdrew to the east. In Jingzhou, Liu Biao, courtesy named Jingsheng, was a relative of the imperial clan, known as one of the 8 talents of Jiangxia. His allies included Kuai Liang, Kuai Yu, and Kai Mao. Upon receiving Yuan Shao's secret letter, Liu Biao sent Kuai Yu and Kai Mao with 10,000 troops to intercept Sun Jian. As Sun Jian's army arrived, Kuai Yu deployed troops to confront him. Sun Jian asked, "Why are you blocking my path, Kuai-du?" Kuai replied, "If you're a loyal subject of Han, why are you hiding the imperial seal? Hand it over, and we'll let you go." Enraged, Sun Jian ordered Huang Gai to attack. Kai Mao rode out to fight, but was struck and fled. Sun Jian pressed forward, but drums sounded from behind the hills. Liu Biao had arrived with more troops. Sun Jian saluted and asked, "Why do you believe Yuan Shao's lies and attack your neighboring province?" Liu Biao said, "You're hiding the imperial seal. Are you plotting treason?" Sun Jian swore again that he did not have it. Liu Biao demanded to search his baggage. Sun Jian refused and furiously prepared for battle. Liu Biao suddenly withdrew. Sun Jian pursued, only to be ambushed from both flanks and trapped. As the saying goes, though the seal is priceless, it brings disaster instead. How Sun Jian escapes. Stay tuned for the next chapter. Summary. In this chapter, Sun Jian gains merit in battle but is distrusted by Yuan Shu. Dong Zhuo plots to relocate the capital to Chang'an and enacts atrocities, burning palaces, relocating the emperor, and looting imperial tombs, sparking public outrage. Cao Cao launches a self-directed pursuit, but is defeated and wounded, rescued only through Qiao Hong's loyalty. Sun Jian stumbles upon the imperial seal amid chaos, but its possession draws suspicion and attacks from Yuan Shao and Liu Biao. The alliance of warlords collapses, each returning to their own regions. This chapter reveals the breakdown of unity and foreshadows the rise of rival powers. Historical notes. 1. The imperial seal conflict is fictional. In historical records, there is no definitive account of Sun Jian obtaining the imperial seal. According to the Book of the Later Han and Ziji Tongjian, the seal's whereabouts became uncertain during the Yellow Turban Rebellion and Dong Zhuo's chaos. It is believed to have eventually come into Cao Cao's possession. Whether Sun Jian had it remains debated among historians. In the novel, this story serves to intensify political intrigue. 2. Cao Cao's defeat and injury in Xinjiang is dramatized. While records confirm that Cao Cao did pursue Dong Zhuo after his retreat westward, the events of him being ambushed, wounded, and carried by Qiao Hong across a river are embellishments found in the romance of the Three Kingdoms or folk tales. Historically, there is no evidence that he suffered such a serious loss or injury during this campaign.